Get in there, come on, get in there. You should have done that when you were in the mirror, like, actually how to play.
So the Shelburne Cricket Club hosted its first official game last Saturday, August the 29th, with the Shelburne Gladiators facing off against the Mississauga Ramblers. It was well attended, including by many public officials, leaders in the cricket world, and members of the media. It was great to see such large support for growing the sport in our community, especially when one considers that these are the exact people who can make cricket a big deal here. Anand Jagdeo, president of the Shelburne Cricket Club, opened the event, followed by Althea Casamento, host of Shelburne's Multicultural event, who emceed. Shelburne's Mayor Wade Mills, Deputy Mayor Steve Anderson, and Councillor Lindsay Wegener all attended and addressed the crowd as well. Councillor Wegener even made her own shirt with the Gladiators logo to show her support, which was great. Shelburne Police Constable Jennifer Roach and MPP Sylvia Jones were there too. Co-founders of the club, Anand, Rick Ramchand, who is captain of the Shelburne Gladiators, and Ahsen Siddiqui, vice captain, who is shown addressing the crowd here, presented team jerseys to MPP Sylvia Jones, Shelburne's mayor and deputy mayor, and Althea Casamento. From the cricket community, there is Vice President of the Mississauga Ramblers, Roy Supal, shown addressing the crowd here, who was followed by President of the BEDCL and Cricket Ontario Vice President, Prem Prasad. Director at Large for Cricket Canada, Ranjit Chaudhary, attended too. It's quite the impressive slate of attendees, which just shows the kind of support we would have for getting other teams out here to play against if we actually had a proper cricket pitch. We're actually lucky, as this was made possible due to the founders of the Shelburne Cricket Club and the connections they made from their prior experience in cricket. The club's youth members got to participate in the game, which I'm sure was a good experience for them, especially for those just starting. It was good knowing that people were paying attention to and supportive of these kids, helping pioneer the sport in our community. It sounds like there may be an opportunity to get cricket into schools too, which would help develop the sport even further. For those interested in joining the sport right now, though, the Shelburne Cricket Club is still open for new members, ages 10 and up. All genders, and it's $20 to join, and they meet up on Saturdays between 3 and 7 at KTH Park. Details can be found through their Facebook page, which it will be found below. So the Mississauga Ramblers won the game. Weather affected playing conditions significantly, as it was pretty windy and it rained off and on. The players powered through it though, and it was a great time. I lost my footage of the game itself, as I used my GoPro to take that footage. And I even had interviews of Anand and with Ranjit Chaudhary of Cricket Canada. But it was all lost. I wish I could have shared all of that with you. But as a result, I'm going to start bringing 2 phones with me wherever I go, so I can make sure I capture it all. And the reason I don't have audio of anything I captured is because of the wind. Anyways, the Shelburne Cricket Club were great hosts, and it was a sign of good things to come for this new chapter for our community. I also got to try chicken biryani with yogurt sauce, and it was pretty amazing. I don't even like rice or yogurt, but I'm so glad I got to have this because I loved it. And next time I see it on a menu, I'm definitely going to get it. But anyways, I'm not a sports guy, so the game itself was hard for me to follow, although Ahsen and Anand did teach me quite a bit, such as how they were using a different ball to play than regulation due to the lack of a cricket pitch. The ball that they used, which is shown here, is used for practice. The ball that's supposed to be used, which is shown here, it's much harder and goes way faster, which probably would have helped a lot with the wind that was going on with that day. But anyways, Anand and Prem commentated, which definitely helped the understanding too for those who weren't familiar with the game. That being said, it was more interesting to me than baseball, and it was great to see local political leadership, media, and leaders in the cricket community come out to support this. I mean, just imagine what would happen if an actual cricket pitch was in our community. While with Anand, Rick, and Ahsen leading the club, and the right people leading the town of Shelburne, we may not have to imagine for much longer. Anyways, thank you for listening. I'm Josh MacEwen with Dufferin News, And until next time, have a great one. Thanks.